Peace and abundance to everybody. Let me see if I could turn the brightness up. Are we coming in clear? Are we coming in clear? I have some thoughts, and I want to talk about them out loud because I'm starting to feel like trapped in my own mind, like a little bit. Like just certain things I feel them, and sometimes I feel like I can't express how I truly feel because of people's opinions and how people are going to feel about what I feel when it's my life. And I'm talking to you guys about it because you guys emotionally support me, like through this whole situation. You guys supported me. And everybody has always wanted to see the best for me when it came to the situation with me and Eligio. Everybody wanted to see me do well. And one of the biggest problems with accepting you guys' support being in a relationship with NatureBoy was the fact that he always says, like, you are my lower self. And don't get me wrong, like, I understand how everybody on the face of this earth do low vibrational shit. Like, we all do low vibrational shit. So it's not a matter of your lower self versus your higher self, because people are on their own journeys. People are elevating to their higher selves, meaning elevating their consciousness, evolving spiritually. You know what I'm saying? And they still in a world that do fucked up shit. Where else can we go? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody creates their own world, creates their own heaven, and NatureBoy created his own heaven. That don't mean that everybody who don't live with you is in their lower self or doing some lower self shit. Like, people are literally healing on an everyday basis. So that was one of the main reasons why I couldn't have a relationship with people who love me, people who care about me, people who wanted the best for me. I couldn't have a relationship with my dad. I couldn't have a relationship with my sisters, with my mom, because of the ideology of them being in my lower self and them not actually caring about who I authentically am. That has nothing to do with me. The only thing that is my duty is to stay connected to my family, to the people who care about me, to help them elevate consciously. That's my job. That's my job. I can't not have a relationship with somebody who I'm have information for. So I started feeling like he wanted to control me so much to the point where I only could be him, do him, live him. Like, that's it. And that's not no way to live, because I was not expressing myself. It was always about what he wanted to do, how he wanted to do it. And I'm making this live right now because I'm really fucking touched about being in a relationship with him and him blasting all of our business online for everybody to see. Everybody seeing how he treated me, and he double backs and apologizes to me. I'm talking about literally apologizes to me, but then curse me out in the next moment and tell me that I'm weak and tell me that I'm folding under pressure and all of this extra shit, which he's done. This is experience. He's done this to me every single time. Every single time I've left and came back to him, it was always how weak I am, how weak I am under pressure, and I can't take this and that and all of it. I'm built for it. I'm built for the pressure. Most of the shit that I went through with him, no woman could ever withstand that pain. They can't withstand that. People really be mentally fucked up out here because of the shit that they go through that is not even to the pedigree of what I went through with NatureBoy online. So when it comes to the relationship, the dynamic that we had, everybody don't really truly understand what we had, because he was always the forefront of our relationship. And I was like his puppet, doing whatever he wanted me to do, saying whatever he, like just doing whatever he wanted me to do. The only difference between me and other women that I've seen that was with him was that the things he teach when it comes to the 5 sciences according to his curriculum and according to what he teaches humanity and what the message that he wants to bring to humanity, I'm not gonna flex. I fuck with the 5 sciences. You know why I fuck with the 5 sciences? Because that is actual information that we need to be applying to our lives to elevate ourselves. When it comes to Eligio, he has the information, but it's not used in a proper way. So when I was there, I was trying to tell him how to do it. This is how you this is how you build a foundation or a nation or a tribe, all for the 5 sciences. He didn't want to listen to me. He didn't want to understand what I knew to have a prosperous lifestyle, to benefit from what it is that he wanted to benefit from. So he failed a lot. And our relationship deteriorated because of it. Like, on some real shit. In the beginning of me and NatureBoy relationship, like, I loved him. Like, I loved him. Like, I literally loved him. Like, I loved everything about him. I loved him so much that none of his flaws mattered. None of it mattered. What he went through in the past mattered. What he did in the past didn't matter. I loved him. And I had a baby with him from that space. Like, from a genuine love space. So after, time went on, deeper down the line in our relationship, I noticed that he never had respect for me. Like, he never had respect for me as a mind. So he always treated me like a little girl. And, it was never like, oh, I'm with my husband or I'm with my wife. It was more so like I'm with a man who sees me as a little girl and treating me like a little girl, but is still trying to call me his empress and trying to call me, the queen of his tribe and the mother of his children, which was very contradictory because in the essence of who I am, I feel like a woman. I know what I want and I know what I don't want, and I speak up for myself. So by him treating me like this, I'm feeling intellectually insulted the entire time throughout our relationship, the entire time. But none of that mattered. None of that mattered because I loved him and I wanted to be with him and I wanted to make it work. And I wanted to have our family together. And I was doing everything. I was doing everything to make sure that I did and took the precautions that I needed to take to say that I tried. I tried to make it work. My daughter, our daughter, me and NatureBoy's daughter, literally is in a situation because her dad didn't want to compromise with her mother. Every time I've left and came back, it was always this. It was always first of all, this is what always happens, cuz the dynamic now is like, it's a whole, the energy, you can feel the energy. Are you going back? Are you not? Da 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 da. Malia left, this, that, getting all type of messages and shit. Everybody, we not stupid. So every time I come back, somebody winds up leaving. Somebody winds up leaving carbonation, and I wind up coming in. Or there's a situation where some shit about to pop off, and I go back to carbonation, and then I'm going through the situation with him. So Malia left. Now it's a situation where he's lonely because he don't want to be with none of those women. He don't like none of those women, and this has nothing to do with those women. I'm not talking bad about them. I'm not talking down about them. They are beautiful women. They are beautiful people. I do apologize to them for saying some of the stuff that I said about them out of hurt, because they are beautiful women and they don't deserve to be treated ill either. And this was my whole intention in the first place, from not allowing NatureBoy to sleep with them women. That's why I fought so much, because I didn't want them to get hurt. So when all of the women left and started being away from him, now he's lonely. He misses me. I'm the greatest woman he ever been with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bunch of beautiful women out here, but I'm a beautiful ass woman. So of course he's gonna miss me. And now it's like, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. Whatever you need me to do, I'm gonna do it so that we could be together. Da 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 da. And every time I left and went back to carbonation, it was off the strength of his word that he wasn't gonna fuck over me no more. It was off of the strength of his word that he wasn't gonna treat me the way that he was treating me no more. He was gonna be a family with me and Eliana. I went back off of the strength of those words. And every time I went back, he let me down. Every time I went back, he let me down. And I was hurt from that, because I didn't never do you nothing. I never did you nothing. Only thing I ever tried to do was help you, be there for you, protect you. And you got me out here looking stupid as fuck. And you don't even care about it. You could say all the apologies you want, but once them actions start rolling in, there is nothing else that you could really say to make up for what you just did. Like, you literally put me online like I'm a hoe, knowing that I'm not a hoe. How I'm a hoe when I've been with you for 3 years? 3 whole years. Had a baby with you. The only other people that I was with was the people that I was with outside of the relationship, from leaving you to get what I deserve. You understand? So that alone is like, you literally did, like he literally did so much that has like literally burned all of the trust within me. Like, I literally do not trust him. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, like, a part of me, because I have his child, I care about him. I do. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't. And I'm not gonna flex in front of y'all like and lie about that, or keep that hidden, because that's a part of my journey. I have a child with this man. I care about him, but I don't trust him. I don't want him around me. I don't want him around Eliana if I don't trust him. And it's sad. It's sad because whether me and him was to talk privately about this or not, it still would be put out in the open, because you know what we would do? Because if we ever was to be together again, baby. No, baby, I don't have no milk. She's not milk. Well, I'll give you a little. If we ever had been together again, we would be on live. Me and him would make a live video and talk about how we're back together, and we would talk about how, he's sorry and how this and how he's not going to treat me like that no more. And we would make a live. Like, if I was to go back, that's what we would be doing. So me being on live right now talking about it makes no difference. Period. Like, whatever. Eliana just ate. She just ate. And you guys are emotionally invested in my life anyway. Like, so what difference does it make? Like, I'm not gonna sit in a room, like, just sit in a 4-wall room by myself and not say shit and not talk about, it's the same. And it's like, one time somebody told me, actually my mama told me that, she was like, you got a leopard, and a leopard has spots, but once the motherfucking person who the leopard trying to come get realizes the spots and where the spots are. Well, I don't know if that's the case. No, I'm saying it wrong. But either way, he doing the same thing, and it's just a cycle. Like, it's just a cycle, and I don't trust him enough to, put my life in his hands and allow him to just have me as vulnerable as he can. Like, I don't. A leopard doesn't change its spots. It just only changes the way that it moves. That's what it is. And I want to believe in him. Like, I want to believe in him for the sake of my family, for the sake of my child, and for the sake of what we decided to do. Like, we literally, me and him, well, him before me, but when we got together, we decided that we were going to be examples to humanity of some of the things that we need to change about ourselves, to psychologically heal ourselves as a people, to be able to create better societies and better children. This is what we agreed to do. So when I say that I want to believe in him, I mean that I want to believe in him in the aspect of, I wish we could have continued to live out our purpose. I want to believe in him to become a better man for the sake of his daughter, so he could be in his daughter's life. You understand? So that's okay. That's okay for me to want to believe in him. I don't care about I don't care about how evil somebody is. I don't care about how fucked up somebody is, or how much fucked up shit that they did. Everybody is doing fucked up shit. Like, we can't throw stones at each other and oppress each other and drag each other to the ends of the hell that we think that person is supposed to be in. No. Like, we always, under any circumstance, should want the best for somebody in our life, even if they hurt us. Even if they hurt us. Because their hurt what they did to hurt us has nothing to do with us. It has everything to do with how their mind is processing information, how they're going about living their life, and the decisions that they choose to make. That has nothing to do with me. You see what I'm saying? I'm not defending all of the fuck shit that he's done to me. He's fucked over me. He's fucked over me. I'm not defending that shit. If I was defending it, I ought to be with him right now. Talk about something. He's not a bad person. He's this, he's that. Like, no. Like, that shit wasn't right. Why you think I'm on live talking about it? Because it wasn't right. But what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, he need to fucking die. He need to die. That's not my place. Revenge is not mine. Like, revenge is not mine. Like, I don't wish no ill intent on nobody. And that's what we have to stop doing as a people. We have to stop looking at each other and wanting to kill each other because of something fucked up. Like, that has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with how fucked up that person's mind is. And we should be wanting to help each other. Period. We could tell each other how fucked up it is that we are all we want. We could sit there and let him know how fucked up it is that he is. You know what I'm saying? But then we could also, as a blessed soul, as an abundant soul, as a supreme being, double back and give him the benefit of the doubt and say, I believe in you. I would wish that you would do well. That don't mean that you have to conform to his life. That don't mean that you have to conform to what he's saying. That don't mean that you have to be in his life. That don't mean that you have to be with him. That just means that you wish that he become a better person. What's hard about that? What's sad about that? What's wrong about that? Nothing ain't wrong about that. I want him to be a better person for his daughter. What's wrong about that? She said, wait. Wait. Mm-hmm. Go get it. Go get the water, baby. Go get it. Where's the water? Go get the water. You know, I wish he would have never did most of the stuff that he did in our relationship because we could still be together. In the beginning, I wanted him to have a relationship with my dad just so my dad could know the man that I'm like. That's common sense, you know. But he couldn't have a relationship. He couldn't have a relationship with my dad because he felt like everybody is in his lower self. He felt like everybody out here, you know, like it's not my place to judge somebody off for the lifestyle that they want to live. The only thing that I could do is, you know, give somebody the knowledge that I have by being a part of their life and being an inspiration to them, you know, passively aggressively. Because what I'm not about to do, no baby, you can't do that. What I'm not about to do is allow myself to be stressed out about changing somebody else. That's not our duty. Our duty is to completely be ourselves, authentically be ourselves, and hope that people are inspired by who we are naturally and authentically. That's the only thing we can do. And that's what I wanted to do. You know, like, that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But when it came to the dynamic of NatureBoy being in my life, I would like for NatureBoy to have a relationship with my family. Because my family care about me. When he wasn't protecting me online, guess who was protecting me? My dad. My dad was protecting me. What's wrong, baby? She want to play with the chapstick. She want me to take the top off, but I'm not taking the top off. So at this point, you know, I've learned that people who are up in age, when they are up in age, it's harder for them to change their ways because, you know, they're stuck in their normal routine of what they do. Go get the water, baby. Go get it. Go get the water. Elliot, why are you acting like this right now? She acting like a baby. Like, she acting like a baby. What's wrong, Mama? Come here. Nap time. I love you too, Dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could always distinguish lower self from higher self behaviors, but I believe that everybody is in your life for a reason, and we don't have to isolate ourselves and make ourselves outcasts from society. Let's go get some water. We don't have to outcast ourselves from society because of how somebody else want to live their life, because at the end of the day, there's people that support us. There's people that love us. There's people that want to be in our lives. And on top of that, if you want to be a public figure and somebody of, you know, who's very knowledgeable, you have to have relationships with people. You have to have relationships with people in order to heal them. You know, you can't not have a relationship with somebody and think that you could just heal them. Like, that don't work like that. You can't ostracize yourself from reality, from reality, thinking that, you know, thinking that you're gonna be like completely be of service. You're not gonna truly be of service if you don't have relationships with the people that you're trying to heal. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't have to have a relationship with everybody, but I believe that everybody is. Ellie, I'm getting you some water. Calm down. I believe that everybody is assigned souls, and we all have certain relationships that we're supposed to be in, and there are certain people that all of us are connected to, and we shouldn't abandon those relationships. We shouldn't abandon those relationships because that's a part of our spiritual growth. So when it came to, come on, baby, she wants some water. When it comes to the dynamic or the relationship that Eligio and I have, you know, like, I wanted to have him to have a relationship with my family. That's my family. They care about me. They love me. But at the end of the day, if he not gonna do what it takes to understand my life and understand me and respect me as an individual, as a person, as a mind, as a soul, and be a part of the relationships that I need him to be a part of the relationships, you know what I'm saying? Then I can't never be with him. I could never be with him because I'm not gonna push the people away from me that care about me, who I'm supposed to be in their life anyway. I'm not gonna keep doing that to them. That shit not right. I done hurted so many other people that care about me, and you know what I'm saying? I didn't intentionally do it, but because I was dealing with him, I hurt them. And I honestly, like, on some real honest to God shit, like, I feel like he doesn't really have a solid family, so he doesn't have real attachments to anything. So he's like, yeah, just leave your kids, leave everything. And it's like, you have to have a balance. Like, you have to have a medium. I understand letting go of what no longer serves you, and renouncing certain things to be able to vibrate to a higher frequency. I get that, no doubt. But to completely relinquish, like, certain things that you need on your journey, that's absurd and insidious. Because they have people out here who need to be connected to the person who they feel like is helping inspire them. So it's like, if you're not going to have a relationship with the people that I need you to have a relationship with, then why are we together? Because I'm not going to be able to authentically be myself at all. And I personally feel like he's so stuck in his own way of thinking. He's so stuck in his own ideologies and philosophies that he's not coming out of that perspective. That's why he keeps failing, because he's stuck in his own way of thinking. He wants to do everything how he wants to do it, and that's not fair to everybody around him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be stuck in a paradigm, in a mental paradigm, and think that you can coexist with other people. This is why all of the people around him are, so to speak, afraid of him. Because he wants all of them to think exactly like him. He wants all of them to be exactly one mind, and I get it, like, there are like-minded people, but everybody is different. Everybody is different. Everybody needs and requires different things. You can't put everybody on one playing field and say, this how we all gonna live, this how we all gonna, like, no. You know, I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I don't. And I don't need him to be fussing with, I don't argue. I don't like arguing. So when I am in a situation where I'm arguing, I'm turning up. Because at the end of the day, I'm right. I've been right since day one. So I'm not going to let you just sit up there and try to punk me. No, absolutely not. I'm not going to sit up there and let you just do whatever it is that you feel like you need to do at the expense of my emotions and my and my self-expression, my well-being. Absolutely not. I don't give a fuck where we at, what we doing, who you are, why you. I don't care. Like, no. Anything of love, anything of high vibration, anything of godliness is never gonna make me feel how I felt when I was with him. Period. Like, period. Period. And I'm talking about it because it's a public thing. It ain't nothing behind closed doors. This ain't nothing behind closed doors. Like, this shit is all online. Like, it's just certain things that he did that somebody ever did you something and it's like you almost feel like you can't come back from it. That's what it feel like. Like, it feel like he did so much shit that I can't come back from it. Like, I can't shake it. Even if I feel like I love him, even if I feel like I might want to be with him, even if I feel like I want our family together, even if that's how I feel, I still can't shake it. I can't shake all that shit he did. Like, he really, like, then to make it all worse, he got on social media, apologized multiple times, and then double back and then fucked over me again. And it got worse every single time. So the last time I went back and he apologized online and saying he was only gonna be with me and this and this and that, this nigga hurt me way worse than the first 3 times I left. So how does he expect me to just all of a sudden be trustworthy of his character when this nigga has literally, I mean like literally, killed the trust? Like, NatureBoy have beaten me in front of these people that live with him. He has downed me in front of these people that live with him. He has called me weak in front of these people that he live with, and expects me to just go there and we all just be on one frequency, one mind. No, that shit don't leave people's head. I don't know if those people have any type of ill intent towards me because they trying to protect him because they fuck with him. What I look like putting myself in a position and putting my child in a position where I don't trust the dad, I don't trust her father, but he's around a whole bunch of people who support him, care about him, and you know, take up for him and protect him, and they all looking at me like I'm the enemy. Like, I'm not about to put myself in that position because guess what? I'm gonna always be the outcast. Mommy. Hey. In order for me and NatureBoy to ever be together, Ellie. In order for me and NatureBoy to ever come into contact again, this nigga gonna have to change his whole dynamic. Like, he gonna have to have a relationship with my family. We gonna talk about all this shit. Like, if that was a thing, if it was a thing. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about that. If it was a thing for me and him to be together so that our family could be together, he gonna have to do all the stuff that he didn't want to do in the beginning. And I doubt he would do that because of his belief system. You talking to me? What you need? What you need? I'm marching. Hey. Hey. Hey, hi. But yeah, so I just feel some type of way about it because every time I leave him, he never want to be with those women. Every time I leave, he never want to be with them because he's not supposed to be with them. Like I said, which I don't have nothing against those women. They are beautiful women. I appreciate their spirits. But at the end of the day, he's not supposed to be with them. So he gets really lonely. And then he starts crying to me saying, I miss you. I'm sorry. I put you through so much. I wasn't supposed to be with them anyway. You're right. You're this. You're that. Then double backs and call me weak. Then double backs and says that I'm not strong enough to be with him. Then double backs 2 weeks later, after I arrived to be back with him, he started doing the same shit that he did over and over. Like, I'm not about to keep doing the same thing over and over. Like, something gonna have to shake now. Cause I'm not about to just let him just, no, I'm not. No, he got me fucked all the way up if he think I'm about to just be Boo Boo the fool and a clown for love. You're a fool in love. Like, no, absolutely not. And at this point, it's not even that I have love for him. Like, I have love for him, but because of how much he has killed our trust, I'm very indifferent about saying like I want to be with you and I love you. You know, I care about him and shit like that, but I'm very indifferent about certain things. And I hope that he understands. I hope that he understands that, because if he doesn't understand where I'm coming from, he don't give a fuck about me. He don't mean his apology, in which, you know, he said he don't mean none of it. If he don't understand me and feel where I'm coming from, he don't care about me. He don't love me. He don't want to be with me. He just only want to be with me so that he could do what the fuck it is that he want to do to destroy me and say that he's done it. And I'm better than that situation. I'm better than that. I don't want to live like that. I'm a clean person. I'm a very serene person. I'm a peaceful person. And his environment does not reflect that. His environment reflects chaos and drama. And whether, you know, people like to say, well, you, like the people in Carbonation, they're like, you make live videos and talk about us and da 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 da. Like, it's all surfaced on the internet. Like, everything is surfaced on the internet. Your whole life is on the internet. Your pregnancy, your baby is on the internet. What happened to your baby is on the internet. So me making a video and speaking out about how I feel about my husband and you know, at this moment he's my husband because he's married to me and the father of my child. I have every right, and nobody's gonna stop me. And if you feel some type of way, that's on you. That has nothing to do with me. So at the end of the day, like, sometimes I try to figure out, like, I try to ask the universe, like, why was I put into NatureBoy life? Like, why was I put into his life? Like, I'm still trying to figure that out for the life of me. And I'm still trying to figure out, like, why did I have a child by him? Like, these are the questions that I ask myself. And when I deeply think about it, at first, when I first started asking myself these questions, I had came to a conclusion that I was supposed to help make him a better man. Like, I was supposed to help him become a better person. Like, everybody, like, you have certain individuals on their own, they just fuck ups. Like, they just fuck everything up. But it isn't until they meet that one person, like that one person that could just change their whole mind. Not change them because they want them to change, but they change because they genuinely are inspired by the person that they came into contact with. You know, I wasn't deliberately trying to change him either in our relationship. Like, I wasn't trying to change him. I was only just stating the facts of what I seen needed to be changed because he wasn't doing it right. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is why we always argued. This is why we always was very confrontational with each other, because I was always speaking up about shit that he needed to change for the betterment of his own self. Not for anyone, you know, well, for everybody else too, but mostly because of himself. You have to change. You have to change this, or you're going to keep repeating the same cycle over and over. So then I asked, like, well, why I asked myself why I had a baby for him. And I came to the conclusion that everybody has a pattern in their life where they are given the same circumstances and the same experiences over and over to see if they're going to change for the better, or expand their consciousness for the better of humanity. So he has 3 baby moms already with children. None of those women were strong enough to get him to see life from a different perspective. None of those children that he had with those women moved him enough to see life from a different perspective. So when I had Eliana, and me being the type of person that I am, it's obvious that he wants to be with me. It's obvious that he wants me back in his life. It's obvious. So when I had a baby for him, I felt that I was just being used as a catalyst for him to better himself. so that he can really get a wake-up call. Like, you have a pattern of being with a woman. Every woman that he's been with, he has done the same thing too. And all of the women who he's had children by, he's done the same thing too. And when people have these patterns in life, they have to come to, the realization of the shit that's happening in their life in order to have control over it and change the outcome of what, they've been used to experiencing. What you're experiencing is based off of your decisions and actions that you make in your life. The only way that you're going to be able to change the outcome of your life is if you change your actions and your decisions that you make in life. And I just feel like Eliana and I are beacons of light to him to become a better person. And it just is what it is. Like, that's the cards that I was dealt. Everybody could say it, stuff that they want about it. Everybody could. But this is my life. I have a child with him. Every time I look at this child, I'm thinking about him. You see what I'm saying? And no, I don't want to be with somebody that abused me. No, I don't want to be with somebody that's going to fuck over me. I don't want to be with somebody that is going to call me weak and not have no respect for me. I don't want to be with nobody like that. I want to be with a man who completely respects my femininity, who completely respects what I like and what I don't like, who communicates with me, who will never do anything intentionally behind my back to hurt me. He's always the man who loves me will always be upfront with me. He will protect me. He will care about me. And always, he will make sure that I'm straight. And always, if I ever come to him, to the man that's for me, if I ever come to him with an issue that I have, he's not going to argue with me. He's not going to try to make me feel bad about how I feel. He's going to support me. He's going to figure out why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling, and he's going to try to make the situation better. That's what a real man does. That's what a real man who's in love with a woman does for the woman. And in return, he shall reap the benefits that's going to come into fruition from his due diligence and duty of caring for me and being there for me and protecting me. When NatureBoy wasn't protecting me, guess who was protecting me? My dad. My dad was telling me all of this shit now. He was telling me. And I ignored him. For the love of NatureBoy, to protect NatureBoy, to be in a relationship with NatureBoy, I ignored my dad. And I'm not about to just dip out on him and not have a relationship with him no more because of this man. Like, no. My dad was here for me. No matter what I went through in my childhood with my mother or my father, or anything I went through in my childhood, that has no validity today because I moved on from that. I'm tired of being in the past about who hurt me and why they hurt me and all this extra shit. None of that matters. What matters is how I move forward today. And I love my family. I love my dad. I love my mom. I love my sisters. I want the best for all of us. Even if we don't get along, even if we don't talk, I still want the best for us because that's my spirit. That's what's in my heart. And ain't nobody gonna take that away from me. And I'm not gonna let nobody take that away from me. My dad was here for me. My dad was down for me in the most crucial time that I needed. Like, I needed that. And I'm not just about to dip on him for a man who says that they love me, who fucked over me multiple times that my dad told me about. I'm not about to do that to him. No, and I'm not about to do that to my friends and family. I'm not walking out on y'all no more and being with NatureBoy and just completely disregarding y'all in my life when y'all helped me. Y'all helped when I was fucked up because of NatureBoy. Y'all was here for me. And it would be really fucked up of me to keep putting y'all on the back burner like y'all don't care about me. It would be really fucked up of me to disregard y'all and denounce y'all from my life. No. I'm not doing that. Angelic beings don't do that. People with hearts don't do that. People who care about humanity don't do that. And I'm not built like that. I'm not built to receive help from somebody and then say fuck them in the end. That shit don't make me feel good. And there are people out there like that, but I don't condone that. And I'm not going to keep condoning that, because ever since I've been with Nature Boy, I've been condoning people helping us, and then we saying fuck them because we feel like they in their lower self, and we on not. How you live your life has nothing to do with me. The only thing that I can be of to you is an inspiration. So that's how I feel. This is how I feel. I care about Nature Boy. I want the best for him. I hope that he change for the better for himself. Yes, I hope that. Yes, I hope that he becomes a better man. I don't give a fuck about what nobody gotta say. I don't give a fuck about. I have his daughter. I have his child. It is what it is. Anything that comes into my life that is going to hurt me, I'm only gonna give it love. I'm only gonna give it positivity, because you can't put fire out with fire. You can't put hate out with hate. You only could put out hate with love. And I'm gonna continue to give that no matter what. No matter what. I don't care about how fucked up a person is, how fucked up how much they fucked over me. I don't care about none of that. I'm not gonna let somebody hurt me to the point where I'm out here hurting other people now. Like, no, I'm not gonna allow myself to become a victim to that. And I'm not gonna subject myself to that, because I'm gonna be teaching my daughter those ways. I give love to everybody. I love you, Dad. I love everybody who was here for me. Everybody who was here for me. Everybody who support me. I fuck with y'all. Like, I love y'all. Y'all my real family. And I'm not gonna let nobody take that away from me. Period. 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 I actually want to share that with Nature Boy. I actually want to share it with him. But I can't. Because he's stuck in his own mind. He's stuck in his own reality. He's stuck in his own thoughts and his own ways. So what can I do? Only thing I can do is bite the bullet and keep it moving and keep it pushing and take care of me and my daughter. That's the only thing that I can do. I cry about this shit, because I wanted my family to be together. I cared about him at one point. I loved him at one point very deeply. So yes, this hurts. But it doesn't hurt to the point where I'm going to keep subjecting myself to the fuckery. It doesn't hurt to the point where I'm mentally fucked up because of, the tactics that's going on and all this extra stuff. Like, I'm good. I'm hurt about it, to a degree. But I'm not about to be depressed about it. And I'm not going to drag this shit into my future, because I got too much to live for. I got too much to do. I got too much shit to be happy for. I got too much room to be happy. I got too many blessings to be happy about. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm too blessed to be depressed. Like, I'm grateful for everything that I have, and I'm grateful for everything that is a part of my life. Yes, this is a part of the healing process. Unfortunately, my life was blasted online, and this is the only way that I feel like I get everything out. I get everything out right here with you guys. And I appreciate the respectful people who is in the room, because this is a very sensitive topic, and this is my actual life. Like, y'all are watching my actual life. And every time I leave Nature Boy, I just like every other woman out there, I have to fend for myself. I have to do everything myself. I have to take care of my baby myself. And he tried to make it seem like I was the enemy towards him, and I was trying to take Eliana away from him, and I was trying to do this and I was trying to do that, and not realizing that he was the reason why I was leaving in the first place. He's the reason why I have to fend for me and my daughter as a single mother in the first place. You can't teach that women are a weapon to the man, and the women take the children away from the man in society, but don't talk about the men who are a detriment to the household, who break the families apart because of the shit that they're doing. You got to talk about everything. You got to talk about all of that. And I was a woman, a single mother. I'm I'm the example of a single mother that was in a family with a man who broke the family up because of his own demise. So I desire to have my own income. I desire to have my own shit because I don't ever want a nigga to feel like I'm depending on them so much that they could just do whatever the fuck that they want to do. I'm my own boss. I make shit happen myself. I can make shit happen myself. I make shit happen on an everyday basis. I don't need a nigga to take care of me. I need a nigga to protect me and be there for me. You feel me? So I don't ever want a man to think that because he providing for me, I gotta do everything he's saying to do. I gotta do. No, I'm gonna have my own shit. You have your own shit. And if we come together and we put our shit together, that's what it be. 50-50, equally yoked. I'm not about to be in a situation where I'm unstable financially and then I fall short when the other person wanna switch up. I'm not letting that happen to me no more. Because there are real circumstances and real women out here who don't have shit because they put themselves in situations like that. I want my own. I deserve my own. On this plane, I deserve my own. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody does, man and woman. And when man and woman come together and they put that shit together, they build. They start building. You know what I'm saying? I desire to authentically express myself without any inhibitions, without any backlash of what someone else likes and what someone else doesn't like about how I'm expressing myself. I want to be free mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I deserve to express me, period, under any circumstance. I don't give a fuck what it is. So that's just that. That's just that. Like, this is definitely a healing process. Like, all the other times that I had went back to NatureBoy, I was always like indifferent about going back, but I jumped the gun and went back because I wanted to be with him and I wanted our family to be together, and it always hurt me in the end. This time it hit different this time. You know, he's trying to get me to come back to him and be with him and stuff like that, but it's not that simple. It's not that simple this time. It's not that simple for me to just walk up and leave. And no, it's not. It's different. It's hitting different. You know, he gonna have to come correct or don't come at all. Period. And that's why I'm standing. I love y'all. Until next time, shit. I feel like I got everything out. I feel like I got everything out. Feel like I just vented everything out. I don't really have more to say. I just want to have a good day. And I'm not going to let nothing bring me down. And I'm not going to let nothing steal my joy. I'm not going to let nothing deter me from, nothing. I'm nothing. In regards to the public apology that he did a public apology to me saying that he want to be with me and he's not, he did. That's what he did. He did a public apology. I watched it. But it's hitting different. Shit is hitting different now, and I'm not about to keep putting myself through this cycle. I'm not. So either he come correct or don't come at all. So peace and blessings. Later.